I'm sorry, y'all. I had to let that one go for a little bit longer. What's good? What's good? This is Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town remix to the fucking sticks again. I could listen. Y'all, I love y'all. Number one, first and foremost, to my listeners and supporters, I am so sorry about that shitty headset mic. Okay, that's an older headset. The spirit hit me. I was listening to music yesterday evening and I had to jump on here real quick and do this video and I forgot to change up my mic and I am so apologetic for that shitty mic. It ain't no way around it. It was a piece of shit. So I mainly use that headset just for listening, like while I'm cleaning and doing my things around the house to keep my mind from racing. I listen to music, media, all kind of stuff while I'm doing what they got to do on my time. And I just ran up in the room, did a video, and it was shitty on the mic. Please forgive me. I have since rearranged that. Here we are now. Listen, I was looking at another receipt. Yeah. And let's go ahead and talk about Cappin Kimmi some more. Because this right round the bridal shower incident. Remember when Tinkerbell, Dingbell, Tisha sabotage Melody's invitation to Kimmy's bridal shower? Remember that? And just before what I'm about to talk about right now, they had the bougie conversation, is what I like to call it. And once again, it's a trigger for me because I remember back when I was coming up in my early 20s, late 20s to early to mid 30s, my peer group back in the Chi used to treat me just like they treat Mel. And from the feedback that I received from people, and I was nowhere near counting M's back then, nowhere near. I was on my way though, you dig? And this is just a testament to Mel's strength and fortitude. And she can inspire anybody of any age. That's how you know she's chosen. An empath, an indigo. But the point I'm trying to make is my peer group did me the same way that these heifers do Mel in this episode. And I had multiple irons in the fire fresh out the gate from high school. My adversities was I was a teenage mother. And let me tell you something. The way that it was back in the 80s, late 70s with teenage pregnancy, it was a pandemic back then because the boomers had produced dependence of substance abuse, right? Them ratchet side babies that grew up and had families who didn't get the proper parenting, who got addicted to that Ready Rock, and then those Ready Rock parents had children. Okay, y'all see where I'm going with this? And then you have products like motherfucking Tinkerbell, Tisha, and Cappin Kimmi. Okay, now this is just my opinion from what I have observed, coming through, struggling with, bonding with other Black women who are emotionally and mentally damaged. Do you understand me? Now, My little baby girl, who is now 36, was used as a pawn to sabotage all of my dreams and aspirations because my mother is a narcissist, and you know how narcissistic mothers are. They want to live vicariously through their children, the ones that are chosen. And then the chosen one, who is the scapegoat, is the one who catches it for little to nothing. When I tell you my mama harassed me every waking moment of my young 20s, my young womanhood, I was so stressed out. I was breaking out in big, gigantic hives. That's how bad the abuse was as a grown woman. And I see a lot of that in Mel. I see a lot of that in Mel when she was going through it with her ex-husband. And it resonates. It really does, because when you don't know what's happening to you, you are stuck. You get kind of frozen. You feel like, where did this come from? What's happening? Why are these people who say they love me sharpening up a dagger and driving it in my spine every time I turn my back? So I have a real problem with Kimmi, and I always have, because she is that type who will say, yeah, I'm your sister, I'm your friend, and then as soon as you disallow me to abuse you, use you, poke fun at you, and stop the scapegoating, yet still roll out the red carpet for me, then I'm going to show you exactly in a passive aggressive way what's really up. Now, Kimmi is a special kind of sneaky snake, because she wants her cake and she wants to eat it too. She wants to be able to be two-faced and not be called out on it. And in my opinion, she is being led around by her nose through Tisha with this low caliber hybrid mentality of playing both sides of the fence. And with females like this, you can't be neutral. If you tell me you're neutral, that means you already picked a side. See, Melody already knew which side of the bread was buttered for her. She peeped the scene and she moved around swiftly. That's why so many people have a problem with Melody and women like her. And you don't have to have all the money in the coin to have that spirit of being completely fed up and done with a situation where you go no contact and there are people who you have a fondness for or a love for. You thought had a love for you. Now see, Melody has always been consistent. And on the flip side of that, so has Cappin Kimmi. Okay? It's a special bitterness that I have. This is my therapy. Hopefully we can help other women, young sisters, even older sisters, because Kimmi my age, okay? She's older than Melody, and you see how she behaves. Okay, thank God for Miss Van, right? She. Miss Van, listen, Miss Van did that. Okay, I have a special bitterness for people like Kimmi. Here's why. Kimmi will mess around and have a bunch of women fist fighting because she is just as delusional as her sister-in-law Tinkerbell Tisha. Tisha still wants to live in Peter Pan land. Tisha is still a child in the mind. She never emotionally grew up, and hanging around Tisha, Kimmi done lost a few brain cells. Now, I have a high standard when it comes to professional women and their intellect, their emotional intellect, their critical thinking skills. Okay, if you done went through years of college and you have been seasoned in your craft that you studied, you allegedly are at the top of your game in your area, in your industry as a nurse. Why are you such a silly motherfucker? That's what I'm sorry. And I learned the hard way as a young woman that just because elder women were educated like that doesn't mean they have good sense. That's what my grandmother used to say. That don't mean she got good sense. You can have sense, and then there's good sense. And observing Kimmi and all of her finagling and backpedaling and fence riding, it really helped me understand more why I don't like my older sister. Kimmi touched the button with me. My sister would smile in my face, try to reel me in with love bombing. We would start chilling. I would start to drop my guard around her, and I would share on purpose the wrong information, right? Guess I would tell a lie, a little tiny little white lie, like it was a secret. And then see if it got back to my mother, because sisters, once you become grown, it's just certain things that your adult children don't tell their mother. I don't expect to know everything my children discuss between the three of them. It's none of my business anymore unless it's something dangerous. Y'all, excuse me, that's Apollo in the back if you heard that. If it's something dangerous, then yeah, I'm telling mama, you fucking up. But you supposed to be able to confide in your sister, especially your biological sister. This is what I'm talking about. My biological sister, we have the same parents who acts like Kimmi. She's a cancer survivor as well as Kimmi, and she is still a Cappin coward like Kimmi. I would tell a little white lie. She say, you know, you could we talking. It's just, you know, me and you and God right here. Okay? And I would drop that little gem, that little nugget, and lo and behold, months, sometimes years later, it would come back to the surface. See, my sister's dangerous with her shit like Kimmi. She'll hold things like a spouse cheating on you, knowing it's true, and play dumb like she didn't know until after the fact. Okay? We gonna get into it, okay? Now, this scene here, I'm telling you, these receipts hit different now when you see it now versus before. when you first saw it. It's some shit people missed because people still rooting for Kimmi. Cappin Kimmi, the least relevant chick on the squad next to Tinkerbell Tisha. Now this particular scene here is right before they start a meeting about the comeback group. Okay. And Kimmi approaches Mel about why she was not at the shower. And Tisha, with her Inspector Gadget, go gadget ears over there ear hustling because this shit was premeditated before they got to the meeting. Okay. You already know these two is tight. Tinkerbell, Tisha, and Cap and Kimmi, they stayed tight even when they portrayed on camera that they were having issues. And Kimmi was almost ready to boot Tisha to the curb. Mm. So they're about to go to they're preparing. I'm sorry. They're preparing to attend the comeback group meeting. Okay, and Tisha brings her gaggle of children to a professional meeting because Marceau, the black mamba, is probably out chasing somebody else's wife or college co-ed daughter and has no time to assist with his own family when it comes to the comeback group. And he should be in attendance his damn self anyway. Let's check it. They approaching the meeting, the office with the Holts. Peep this.
I'll stay out of that stuff.
There's nothing to stay out of. I'm just curious.
She didn't say anything, like no text, no phone calls, no nothing, huh?
I was not bothered that Melody didn't make it to the shower, but I really would like to know why she wasn't there.
They're usually on.
You see what I'm talking about? I wasn't bothered. Yes, you were. You're bothered because you're talking about it. This is my mother also. My mother does this a lot. You can look at a person, you can pick up on their energy, their facial expressions, even if they're not speaking. If you're an empath and you know what energy is and you understand discernment, you can tell when a person is bothered. You can tell when a person's angry. You can tell when a person's sad if you are tuned in and connected. Hear me now. If you are tuned in and connected and self aware, you understand me. If so, she wasn't bothered, but she stepped to Mel about it. Let's peep.
Top of stuff, so that's kind of weird. Hopefully they're coming to the wedding.
They're coming to the wedding, whatever.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. All right, so we here.
Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll.
Hey, how are you?
Amazing, how you doing?
Good.
How y'all doing? Hey, I miss you. I know, right? I missed you at the shower.
I miss me at the shower too.
You missed me at the shower too? What happened?
Well, my invitation, I guess, was rescinded.
What
via
does that
email.
mean, rescinded?
So I received an email inviting me, and then my schedule started filling up for speaking engagements. So I went back, I was like, oh, I need to RSVP for the shower. So when I went to RSVP, it said I was not on the guest list. So I was like,
There you have it. There you have it. Did y'all miss that in the beginning when we first watched this episode way back then, way back where? There you have it, folks. I'm not on the guest list. Who's in charge of organizing the guest list? Tinkerbell Tisha. No one else can edit a guest list that's digital. When you go to listen, I've been planning, helping baby showers, wedding parties. I've done it all. Okay. I have had people call me in the middle of the night and be like, "Would you help me plan my wedding?" I'm like, huh? Sure. And didn't know these people didn't know the first thing about organizing a large event. Okay, my peers thought that I was bougie because I did know how. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? I was given flack because I like nice things and I like elegance and be organized. I'm particular about the type of food, anything. Always have been that way. I've learned more as I grew, of course. I never know, we never know everything, especially in our 20s and 30s, but I would know that I was light years ahead of my peer group. Okay. And I know the peers, the female peers that I had were very low budget mentally, very self-loathing. And it was because of our upbringing. We had very misogynistic male energy around us. There was a lot of uh, subversive energy from our women in that era, and the traditional marriage was very toxic in a lot of Black households. So this is why I say a lot of us elders back then that we were related to, a lot of our elders that we were connected to left us shit to respect because they was capping, just like Kimmi, disconnected, totally tone deaf, selfish, self-important, and really irrelevant in the big scheme of things. What my grandmother used to call a walking pincushion. Okay. When you allow anything to poke, you just wind up full of holes, empty. Peep it. Let's go.
Like, So then I'm positive. So that's when I text Tisha and inquired about that. And she said some girl was gonna reach out to me.
Keisha.
You said that girl was gonna reach out to me,
Right.
but that never happened. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know the time. I didn't know any of that.
I think Mel made up a bull excuse because you text me and I reply back to you with the dates of the bridal shower. So do not try to blame me. So maybe that was like a
Okay. Okay. What happens whenever the devil legion is exposed? Hmm? They have a ugly snapback, don't they? Deny, deny, deny. And then why are you delegating duties to another person, Keisha, to contact the guests on the guest list? Aren't you the maid of honor? Aren't you the sister-in-law? Tinkerbell Tisha? When I was dealing with the guests for my close sister girlfriend's wedding, didn't nobody touch that fucking list but me. And who she said she want on there was on there. Who she said she didn't want on there didn't touch the list. Okay. And if I didn't get all of my RSVPs from people, I went knocking on doors. Okay. Excuse me, sis. We need you to respond. I can't tell you how ugly women act when they are jealous and they cannot find a justifiable reason for their behavior. They start acting weird, quirky. I call it glitching. When the spotlight is on one woman in the friend group and she's not the bride. Do you understand me? You feel what I'm saying? So let's go.
excuse for you, like, oh well, I'm not gonna go then.
No, I didn't need an excuse not to be anywhere. I can just not be there. So I didn't need an excuse.
There was a lot of people at the shower that did not RSVP.
Okay, so the people who didn't RSVP,
let's not get loud.
No, you started rolling
No,
your neck
I'm
and
not
stuff.
rolling my neck.
So,
I'm just saying.
If you wanted to come, I think you could have reached out to me or Tisha to say, I didn't get an invitation. Even after it was over, you could have said, hope your shower.
Now, this is the same Cappin Kimmi who got pissed off because she wasn't invited to the name changing ceremony that Melody put together. Because this is what they do. This is how dangerous, low frequency women are. They will contrive up a situation surrounding a big event, pretend like they forgot a couple of people that they don't like, even though the guests were invited by the bride. It's at the bride's discretion who she wants at her shower and her wedding reception or whatever. Because I've gotten wedding invitations where, you know, they gave me an announcement for the ceremony because I was not in a close friend circle to attend the wedding. That's personal. Then I got an invitation to that reception. So I attended the reception and did not attend the wedding because they had a guest count who they could accommodate, how many at the wedding. And to save space for close family, friends, relatives, things like that, certain guests were only invited to attend the reception, which is completely understandable. It's very formal. It's a very high, posh way to handle very large events like that when you have a large wedding to organize. This is why Tinkerbell Tisha had to outsource help with the guest list because she's a dingbat. Let's go. Let's go.
It was nice. Sorry I missed it.
So I hope your shower was great. I'm sorry that I missed it, but I'm definitely gonna be there for your wedding.
Passive-aggressive little thing you got going is so uncool.
Okay.
I think Mel did not come to the bridal shower because of the conversation at dinner.
Let's say that Martell decided he wanted to go out and cheat. And let's say I decided to give Martell a second chance, and Martell continued to cheat.
I think something is going on with her, and she's just not opening up to us about it.
Y'all kind of loud up in here.
Sorry.
Can y'all not be so loud?
Yeah, this is our office setting, so you're right.
Oh my God, we know this is your office.
So let's take it down
so
a
over
notch.
her. I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to leave this. That attitude, I'm not gonna do it.
Tisha, let's talk about it. The beautiful kids in here, like, good Lord.
I know. I did not come to the meeting to get into a heated discussion, but Mel was definitely throwing shots, throwing shade, all of that stuff.
What's going on? Seriously.
I'm just telling Mel, like, just be real. You had a nice, nasty attitude.
Let's be clear, because we can rewind. Your neck started rolling first.
There was a lot of people at the shower that did not RSVP. So my hair was in my face, so I'm moving my hair out of my face.
All right. We're here to talk about comeback group.
I don't want to talk about comeback group. We can't.
See, this is typical Tisha Tinkerbell dingbat. She never can own up to the little snide way that she leads in with stirring the pot. She didn't have to open her mouth when Kimmi was discussing the issue with the bridal shower. Her and Mel were speaking about it, and Tisha had to chime in. She just had to say something to stir the pot, to poke at Mel again. Now, like I said, everybody still is in accordance with knowing that Ike Turner Holt is still cheating. Okay. At this point, it hasn't bubbled back up to the surface. Okay, because this is the second damn chance. Okay. and to the audience, we're supposed to be turning the corner from the first discovery of infidelity. These heifers knew right here that Martell was cheating, disconnected, tone deaf. You know what I'm going through in my personal life with my family. On top of me trying to help Tinkerbell Tisha to get back into the workforce networking in the real estate industry, you still bite the hand that feeds you. You sitting in my boardroom in my house telling me what you not gonna deal with. Bye, bitch. How you like me now, though? Let's go.
Even get together as a group of.
We can't get out our own damn way.
This is sad. Maurice, you can't curse. I have kids in here.
I'm sorry, but
It's a mess. I agree, and I just don't know how we can move forward. We need to pray. Every time we have a meeting, an argument begins because we all have big personalities, and I'm not backing down to Mel. I swear I'm about.
Nobody asked your ass to back down to Mel. Mel is calling you out like a straight G on that sassy, immature, maniacal, calculated shit you did with the guest list. And this is why I say Kimmi is capping, because Kimmi knows better than Mel how Tisha Tinkerbell Dingbat is. She knows because she went through the same thing with Tisha, just like Mel did. You never know what the hell is wrong with Tisha. Every time you turn around, she pouting. She got waterworks. She can cut them on and off like a faucet handle, a spigot. Every time you turn around, she mad about something, upset about something, whining about something that she didn't get enough attention. She didn't get enough acknowledgement. You didn't have my back. So did nobody ask your ass to back down to Mel? You already intimidated by Mel because you know you lied. You know you took her name off that guest list because you know that you wanted to be the one who took all the credit for throwing the best party because you see how Mel get down. You already know how Mel would have did it if Mel was the one planning that baby that wedding shower. Okay, so this is how Tisha was trying to measure up to Mel. I got you. I'm your maid of honor. You my sis. Let me plan it. We gonna go big. And look how she fucked up that project. How are you a good friend if you don't put as much effort and time and love into planning your sister's wedding shower just like you would your own event, whether it's your wedding shower, whatever. See, that's how women, a lot of very upper echelon women show mad love. At least that's how I grew up. When I even though I can't stand her, when I put my sister's wedding shower together, you would think she was a black Cinderella, honey. Because at that time, I was still straddling the fence of cutting her off or trying to see if we could mend things with my sister and I. And I said, you know what? I do love my sister. You know, it was not that far out of distance time wise that we kind of fell out. We was still struggling on trying to reconnect. So I said, let me do it up big for her first wedding shower, bridal shower, to show her how much I love her. See, that's how the sisters around me would do. That's how I was raised. When you love your female woman friends, your sisters, you give them your best, just like you would your spouse, just like you would your children. You give the people you love the best part of you, your best energy, your most etherical effort. Mm. And in my opinion, for Kimmi and Tisha to have the history they do, Tisha put together a very generic and basic bridal shower for Kimmi. That's just my opinion. If I was year 7 years friends with you, got cool with you through your fiance's brother, mm, that's how they met. Kimmi and Tisha met because they both went to Snot Brothers. So we've been cool for a minute already. And this is what you give me. This is why I feel they were upset because Mel started backing up off their ass. Because Kimmi, how you feel now with your Fugaga fake phony ass? You know Mel would have laid it out for you because that's how she is. That's just how she is. Whether she know you well or not, she's gonna treat you like she meets you. I'm a queen, so I'm gonna give you the queen treatment until you show me different. That's how my peers were. You think I'm slow and dumb because I'm generous and because I share and because I want to see everybody shine. You think I'm dumb. So I give you enough rope to wrap it around your throat. And then when you show me what you do with that slack, you wanna dig a ditch for me, but not for yourself. I'm Gucci. I'm about to move around and I'm good on that. I'm not gonna hold you with that. Let's peep it.
To leave. If we can't pray and come up with a
I ain't gonna
decision
pray
on
right
this,
now, girl.
We need to pray.
We can pray right now.
I don't think Jesus wants us with this
Well,
spirit.
I don't think the North Huntsville want us with this spirit.
Do you love boating? Well, freedom.
And you see, Maurice, he's just as lost as his intended spouse, just as disconnected because they all know still that Ike Turner Holt is still cheating on his wife. All of them know, okay? And Mel is, in their view, the odd woman out. She don't have a clue. In their opinion, they think that she's stupid because she's quiet. She's not running all around with her hair on fire, acting crazy, going through phones, stalking people, showing up, popping up, dropping in, and all of that. Okay. She said, okay, I'm just sit back and watch. I'm going to make my moves, make sure I'm straight, make sure my babies are straight. And you'll see the bottom of you'll see the red bottoms. When you see these damn red bottoms, you'll know what time it is. Okay, let's peep this.
Father God, we come before you right now. I am not here to bicker meaninglessly about a bridal shower. As usual, I'm gonna have to be the bigger woman and let it all go. We have business to take care of.
Amen. You know, some of the things that we've been discussing that we haven't fulfilled yet is the finances in terms of holding hope, building the houses. Contractors are paid per square foot to build homes.
And since we are the ones doing it, we have to come up with a fair price so that we can take care of our workers.
And make a profit.
Right, a little profit at least.
What's the price?
$90 a square foot is very reasonable.
we need like a discount because of our initiative.
That is
what
a
we're
discount.
doing.
Stop.
$90 a square foot, I already know that that's already lower than the price Martell and I would typically charge to build a custom home. We have already taken the price down a good bit.
What I assumed is that what we would do is we would get competitive offers, same material, same workmanship, just find out what's the market.
I know the market.
So if you're building a house for that, what's your intention on what you're making?
That's not y'all business.
Guys, I'm done. I'm leaving.
No,
You see, what goes around comes around. Remember the first Expo and how they fleeced all them black entrepreneurs and those unsuspecting people, and how they tried to, they even tried to Harlem Shake Stormy, try to make her pay $100 for the expo space. And they didn't want to disclose how much money they made on that expo, did they? You see this? You see how shit come full circle, child. Let's peep it.
I'm done. Y'all guys do y'all thing because to me, this initiative is bigger than us. I can't deal with the attitude. I can't deal with the we want to make a profit.
So the Holts are up to their old tricks again.
And this is how you know Cappin, Kimmi, and Tinkerbell Tisha don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, Mel is the brains, the motherboard, the icing on the cake. She's the fat lady who sings. She's the end all be all. She's the alpha and omega in this situation, okay? Because we all saw the boardroom they were sitting in. Okay, we saw Holt and Holt's offices at that time, how they look, what type of people was coming in and out of there. Multi-million dollar sellers, builders, crews, vehicles, writing checks, depositing cash and checks, okay, driving a Range Rover, living in a baby mansion on a hill up in the highfalutin gated community. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Mel has every right and obligation to G-check a bitch if she don't want to disclose the little profit what she gonna make off of this particular deal. You don't know what the hell she gonna do with it. She might donate the profit to a daycare. Maybe she's gonna build something else with that for women, for battered women. It's none of your damn business. We're the comeback group. We're supposed to be doing this. We ain't even got it off the ground. We ain't even broke ground, started building under the name of comeback group. Before we can get there, here we are. We continually throwing personal things in the pot in the boardroom where we supposed to be conducting business. And it's just a diversion, a distraction tactic to keep Mel stressed out, to try to manipulate her under duress to continue to carry their dead weight. That's just my opinion. Let's check it. Peep it.
They're trying to make all the calls and make all the decisions on building these homes. I assume that they think they're just going to automatically build the house without even looking for any other options.
We're sold on you guys. I'm saying that the comeback group has to do what's in the best interest of the comeback group. What we need is competitive offers to find out what's the market.
What if they come in like $115 a square foot or something?
Then I'll say, wow, Martell, that's a really good deal. What if they come in at 65, though?
They won't.
But I'm saying, what if they do?
I say let them do it. Let them do it and show me. Let me see the finished product. Let me see the finished product.
If someone else is able to do it for that,
They won't.
are you saying that you cannot do it for that?
I will not do it for $75.
There you have it. And I'm saying that I will not is above comeback group.
We already got a solution. The solution is getting two other builders and asking how much they'll charge to build these two houses.
There we have it.
But if they say $75 a square foot, that means you paid them to say that.
No, it doesn't. I think that this is a good idea. I think we've left on a good note, right?
I agree, guys.
Yeah,
For real though, the energy that this meeting brought earlier today, I can't deal with. Mentally, I don't want to deal with that. We need to get all this stuff out of the air, out of the way before we come and meet to talk about business. Let's get personal stuff out of the way first, and then we can discuss business when we come here.
I'm with you. So I don't like the negativity. We don't want to do negativity either, okay? So no more negative stuff.
All right, do we need to?
No, we don't want to do no comeback.
Why do y'all not?
Tisha, Tinkerbell Tisha, she really need to shut the hell up. I'm like, this is why I said, because I would have been across that table if the baby wasn't in her lap in this scene. I would have been across that table, okay? With her frumpy house dress, unkempt, musty ass. Like, I can't teach Tisha. What I don't want to do negativity, but you are the one who are the catalyst to all the arguments between the women at this point in time. You took Mel's name off that guest list. You threw it off on Keisha, whoever the fuck that is, and then turned around and act like Mel was wrong because she didn't get an invitation. I have had many women do that to me, okay? Just because when I would show up, that's when the party would really start. You know, they want to be the center of attention as the one who put the party together because that's how women are. That's how we socialize. We respect those who can put together a party. Okay, when you can gather of an event and snatch it and it's beautiful, it's the details organized, everything is on schedule throughout the event, lights, camera, action, and it's exciting and beautiful. People are having a good time. When you are a good hostess, that's a big deal in the Black community among women. Okay, if you have any class, that's a big deal. See, Tisha is foreign to class and etiquette. She's foreign to upper echelon behavior. She's foreign to posh environments where it's natural for people to be, as they say, bougie. Okay, that's just how I was raised. That's how Mel was raised. That's how many of us were raised to have a high standard of quality, how you behave a certain way, and you are well rounded and well spoken and seated, connected on how to read a room, the proper way to organize an event, especially as formal as a wedding. Tisha is foreign to that. So is Cappin ass Kimmi.
I feel like that, yo. Coming up on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
If you don't got time now for your relationship, you're gonna have a lot of time to think about it later.
Well, I'm not finna own and say I'm bougie. I'm sorry.
Look in the mirror.
Y'all see how
Are you really quick?
You're a grown man. What kind of woman leaves dad at home by themselves with the kids?
Did you know that there's a simple combination of
you see where I'm going with all of this now. So Mel is one of a kind, y'all. And like I said before on many other platforms and in many other comments about this idiot, this is why they mad and quiet now. You understand? Because Mel turned heels, about face, chucked up the deuces, and her bag just got bigger because of it. How you feel now, Cappin Kimmi? She still bougie? Tinkerbell Tisha, where you at? Where you at? Huh? I'm just saying, we as women need to heal first before we can call ourselves a good friend, sister friend to another woman. I cannot stand when low class women like this try to tarnish such a beautiful, powerful woman and blindside her with this type of abuse. This is abuse. That's why I say a lot of women are in abusive relationships and don't know that they're in abusive relationships. Okay. I have been called all kind of ungodly things for pointing out the fact that when I enter a friend circle of women, I see bullies. Okay. I see thugs. I see wannabe gangsters who ain't about that life. I see a lot of shadow lurking legion leviathan energy among the group. And when I point it out, Guess who is the villain? Moi. That's why I say I wind up in the orange jumpsuit, fucking around with Tinkerbell Tisha and Cappin Kimmi. Okay? So we gonna leave it right there for right now. And I might come back a little bit later today after I eat and get my day started for a little more therapy. We're gonna have a pack of Queens powwow over here with these receipts. So you see how they was hitting different. Okay. Cap and Kimmy. A lot of women don't understand when you deliberately dumb yourself down, you're putting stress on your psyche, and stress on your body and your mind creates a physical chemical imbalance in your entire mechanism in your body. You trying to force yourself into a realm of reality that is off balance. Trying to keep up appearances. That's stressful. Capping, fronting, faking, flossing, you know, copying off of somebody else's final exam paper. That's stressful. Do the work. Do your shadow work. Heal yourself. Learn from the women around you and stop having the mindset that you have to be queen bee just because you might be the oldest one in the group or the one with the biggest house or the one who makes the most money, then I therefore am queen bee and I get to treat you bitches however I see fit, but you better worship my big toe because I got all the money. I'm the one with the shine. A lot like them basketball wives over there with, you know, uh Shawnee and them. That's how a lot of them women act. And some of them women are over well into their 50s and 60s. My mother is in her 80s, late 80s, and she still feels that just because she's married means she's a respectable woman. Okay, my sister is very delusional like that. Oh, I have a degree. I was one of the first people in our family to go to college. Of course you were, because first you're the oldest daughter of four children. Okay. Our brothers went their particular way in life in adulthood. My mama didn't know what the fuck she was doing when she had any of us because she was too young to understand herself. She hadn't had her time to discover herself. So you, that was your escape route, just like mine was, you know, performing arts, thespianism, like Melody. I wanted to be a professionally trained dancer. I was very good at ballet, very good at formal professional dance styles, tap dance, jazz, hip hop. I could do anything. Okay. Modeling was a big deal for me back then. Uh, Lots of things I was into. I was doing a lot and I got slut shamed a lot because I had a large network of associates who respected me because I was good people. Okay. And I knew how to network and I knew how to get to the bag. I knew where I wanted to go very young, a lot like Melody. Okay. So I took my pain and turned it into fuel, and my life shifted once I had my little girl. So I said, I can still do the things I want to do. I just have to plan better because now I got a mini me. We twinning now. So we gonna be like Beyonce and Blue Ivy. That was in my mind back in 1989. Okay, before Beyonce was even damn thought about. Okay, that's where I was with it then. And when I tell you, My mama was like Cappin Kimmy. My sister was like Cappin Kimmy. My Tinkerbell Tisha, the whole kerfuffle mixture of delusion is what I dealt with. Not just once a week, once a month here and there. This was ongoing narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, double teaming, backbiting, all of the like. Okay, these are women, the first two women that I ever met in my life. My mom and my sister, jealous of their baby girl. I'm the youngest of four, 6 years behind my sister. Okay. Do you know how disturbing that is to wake up in the morning and you don't know what the fuck is wrong with the people you live with and they treat you a certain type of way and you can't figure out why until later down the line you find out your sister been snooping through your shit or listening in on your personal conversations with other people and went back and reported it to your mama like we stole something or robbed a bank and then your mama got an attitude because you didn't share whatever details of that situation. Oh, I didn't know you had a casting call today. I didn't know that was the day where you was going. But the whole time they've created their own narrative as to what you're up to without asking you. You know how disturbing that shit is? This is what happened here in this whole situation with Cap and Kimmy and Tinkerbell Tisha. They put together a script after Tisha removed Mel from that guest list and Tisha just shifted gears and jumped back across the other side of the fence. And Cap and Kimmy sitting there looking like a deer caught in headlights, playing stupid like she don't know that her sister-in-law is capable of doing that foul shit. Okay, let me calm down. Y'all drop it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like, spread the word. Hit the Cash App. $Queen 1971. That's Queen with a W. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I don't care either way. I just want this to help us heal. I want these examples. This is reality TV. We always logging in, tuning in. We want to like who we like, despite what the fuck the bitches do. I don't like a bitch. I don't give a fuck how beautiful, pretty, how long you been married, how many children you got. I don't care if your hair down to your knees. Just because I like you don't mean I fuck with you, especially when you show me who you are. It's go along to get along with Cap and Kimmy. I'm not finna go along to get along with your ass. You did my girl wrong. You keep coming for Mel with batteries in your back from Tisha. Same thing. So I'm gonna get out of here for right now. I might come back with another one. But hey, let's go.